Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, it's Pixelated Apollo, and we are about to witness the bloodiest battle in the American Civil War. This is the Battle of Gettysburg, the first day, so July 1st, 1863. It is a 3-day battle, and this mod that we're watching here is called North and South, the American Civil War, and it is fantastic. The amount of detail and the scale of the battles are insane. There is 20,000 troops on the battlefield as we speak. It is that huge. Let me go ahead and show you the minimap. Look at the amount of troops here. Now, the blue represent the Confederates. Most of their troops are hidden in the forest. We can see a couple, like their artillery, which are currently shelling Jackie Fish's position. So I am fighting with Jackie Fish. We control 2 Union armies, and he does have a little bit of a scouting party, kind of holding back the frontal assault of the Confederates. Now, let me go ahead and show you the rest of the Union army. Look at this. Look at the amount of troops marching forward. This is insane, and it was so cinematic and so much fun. And this battle actually really does play out like the real Battle of Gettysburg, which is really, really cool. Now, the battle, at least the first day, was a pretty nasty day for the Union. They did have to eventually fall back into a more defensive position, and the Confederates are attacking on multiple fronts here, so we got to try to use this ridge to our advantage, but we are not in a good position, so we got to push forward our troops and prepare to hold the hordes of Confederates. So let's go ahead and check out what army I'm controlling, and then we'll look at Jackie Fish's army. So this is my army right here. This is it. It's about 3,000 troops. I believe most of my forces are from Pennsylvania, because Gettysburg is in Pennsylvania. If we look and we zoom in, look at this. 27th Pennsylvania 1st Brigade. That is awesome. Every unit has a unique name. Here's the 134th New York 1st Brigade. And if we look, each unit has a different number of troops, so that kind of represents the wear and tear of war. You know, some regiments are smaller than others, depending on what battles they fought in and if they've recovered from troops or whatnot. Now, if we look at Jackie Fish's army, this is his entire force. He's got about double the amount I do. He's got 6,000 troops. Here's a bunch of Iron Brigade. Actually, no, this is just a lot of regiments from Pennsylvania. His Iron Brigade is actually marching through this forest right here, this little patch of trees. It's not a forest, it looks like an apple tree orchard or something. But yeah, look how cool this is. So cinematic. Now, it is going to be a tad bit laggy because of the scale of this battle, but it won't take away too much from the fight. And here's what's left of Jackie Fish's scouting army over here up front. Now, if we look at the Confederates, they're attacking on mostly 2 different fronts. We got this frontal attack across the river, and then the rest of the forces kind of like form a U shape over here. Here's more Confederates pushing forward. So it's my duty to protect this flank right here and try to slow down the Confederates. And Jackie Fish, he's just got to use his massive army and defeat the Confederates. Here we go. Here's some counter volleys from the horse artillery. 2nd U.S. Horse Artillery. Yeah, there is some lag going on, guys, but I promise you it will simmer down once some of the troops begin to kill each other. Once some of the troops die, tragically. Oh, yes, the artillery is so great in this. And look at the fences here. Look at that detail. And then you've got like a cornfield over here. This looks amazing. The detail in this mod is so great. And if we zoom in here, he has the 9th New York Cav, 2nd Brigade, 1st Division Cav Corp. This is like a dismounted Cav unit. They do not have bayonets on their gun because they were a mounted Cav unit. And look at the uniforms, that nice gold and dark blue there. It is so sexy. Here we go, guys. Now the Confederates are pushing forward. So it's just me and Jackyfish facing the AI, but I believe they outnumber us, and I think the AI has a couple like perks where their troops are better in melee, which, you know, the Confederates, you know, bravely charging into melee. Get your bayonets ready. Bloody bayonets. So yeah, Jackyfish, what he's doing now is he's, oh, look at the artillery coming down, killing some of his troops. He's just trying to buy time so we can set up our defenses. And look at this awesome line here of troops right behind this fence. We are trying to use the fences for a little bit of, you know, protection against the artillery and the shots from the Confederates. Now, if we head back to my army, I'm trying to push my army and strategically use certain positions in the fight. Now, of course, you don't want to just march forward and use a single line of troops to fight, because that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, especially in the American Civil War. So what I'm trying to do is do layers of lines of troops so they can all kind of support each other and attack at different angles. What do we got over here? Oh, the 6th Regiment from North Carolina. Good old Southern boys over here. Oh, Georgia. Here we go. 61st Georgia. Jordan Brigade. 61st. There's a lot of Georgians over here, so represent. There's the 60th Brigade from Georgia. And we've got some from Louisiana. Very nice. 8th Louisiana. And they really are pushing up their horse artillery. They're getting it close, and they are already shelling my formations over here. So I need to quickly get in position. I need to get my artillery in position, which I'm doing right now. So I've got about 4 units of artillery. The 13th New York Artillery about to fire. A little bit in a hayfield over here. Come on, men. You got to fire back. Answer their volleys. So it's pretty intense. Pretty intense so far. But yeah, it's been mostly just us marching our men into position. The gunfight will begin. I think it first starts over here. There's a small force of Confederates sneaking forward through the cornfield. I mean, could you imagine running through this cornfield? You have no idea what to expect up ahead. You don't know how many soldiers there's going to be. And the same thing for the Union. You know, you're waiting over here behind this fence. There's a slight hill up ahead of you, and you're like, oh god, I can hear them marching. I can hear the artillery firing, but I have no idea what is going to happen. So he's got the 5th Alabama Archer Brigade. Archer Brigade. And then he's got the 1st Tennessee. He's about to fire. Here's the first volley of the battle. And he actually only gets a couple shots there. And then he's gonna march forward. He was just harassing the artillery there a little bit. But this is where it really takes off right here. Jackyfish, or not, Jackyfish, he's got his men into loose formation. The 3rd West Virginia Cav, 2nd Brigade, 1st Division. Marching forward. I think he's going to try to use that fence there as a little protection there. And it is a little laggy, guys. I really hope that doesn't take anything away from this battle. And remember, it will get better as the battle goes on. But there's nothing I can do about it. It doesn't matter how good of a computer you have. Oh, I hear some gun. Oh, yes. There we go. The first shots from the Union. Not really a great angle there, so I'm sure he's not getting a ton of kills. Oh, look at this nice volley. Oh, look at all the smoke. North Carolina boys pushing up. Brothers versus brothers. A very tragic war. A lot of casualties in this battle. I believe 51,000 soldiers died in this fight, and 28,000 of those soldiers were Confederate forces. And this was like the turning point for the Union after this battle. It was, well, after this battle, the Union had a lot of victories. And this was a decisive Union victory here at Gettysburg, even though the casualties were pretty even. And I don't know if I said this, but we are facing the AI. They do make some silly tactics here, but still, nonetheless, it is still very epic. And he's pushing his troops through the orchard over here. Oh, look at this, guys. Look at this. Nice volley from the fencing here. And also, if we head over this way, I'm setting up my forces. What I did with my troops is I've got them on the fences, and they are already firing at the massive horde of Confederates. And the Confederate army, at least on this flank, they're not too interested in fighting in a line battle. So they're actually going to be very aggressive and push forward and try to get their men into melee, which is pretty crazy. Look at this swarm of troops. This is insane. Crazy insane. You know what, guys? Hey, hold on. Let me turn up the sound effects here. I want to hear loud bangs. I mean, this is a battle. There we go. That should improve it a little bit. Keep firing, boys. You are the men of New York. Got the nice American flag flapping in the breeze. I formed a little bit of a corner formation here. Oh yeah, that's what I like to hear. Loud gun sounds. And then I've got a lot of my troops pushing on this flank as well. Got a couple units over here from Ohio. Got the 25th from Ohio and the 75th Ohio, 2nd Brigade, 1st Division. Oh my goodness. And here comes the Confederates. They are not slowing down. They're going to keep pushing. And this is just a great position with my army here, because I'm attacking them on multiple fronts, on multiple flanks. And they get a little crazy with their artillery, their horse artillery. They just decide to like run them right into our lines. Again, it's just the AI being super stupid. But because the AI has more troops, and I think they have some perks, like better in melee and stuff. It is very challenging. There we go. Come on, men. Reload and fire. Oh, look at the lines here. Here's my formations. So I've got this unit here, and then I've got another small section of force. We killed one of their generals. He actually, I think he got killed by some artillery. There's a lot of flutes playing on the battlefield. Nice melody. And here's another line of my troops. I'm actually pushing towards the ridge. I feel like I've got a nice strong position here, holding back the Confederates, but they are getting closer and closer. And I've got some forces in the trees over here trying to form up as quick as possible. And then with this flank, I'm trying to fight off this line of Confederates, because what's happening here is Jackie Fish, he's having a tough time holding back these troops, and I don't want him to get outflanked by this large army, you know, a bunch of regiments from the rebels. And then we've got a nice little town battle going on over here. Oh my goodness, the smoke is so great. And we have a cav unit. This is Lieutenant General Hill, fighting off some of the 6th New York Cav, 2nd Brigade, 1st Division. And there goes another general, dead to the line of troops over here. Nice volley, boys. You're getting some great targets, taking out their generals. Again, the AI is a little reckless with their generals, just charging in. More forces pushing, and there goes another general. Let's go ahead and see where that happened. Oh yes, same area. Or was that already? Oh yeah, same area. 2 generals dying around the same spot. God, what a bloodbath. So let's get a nice bird's eye view of the battle so far. So yes, they are pushing right here, and they are pushing through this town. Jackie Fish using limited troops, but he is holding the line. But look at this, he's got a whole another line of troops ready to hold this ridge. He fell back his artillery, and he's setting up some positionings, or setting up some defenses over here. A nice little slope, nice little ridge. And then now my forces are soon to do battle with the Confederates who are forming up on this hill. I do have some troops that are breaking from the fight. Again, the Confederates are just gun-ho. They just want to charge in and bring the fight into melee. There we go. The nice pirate pants there. Those nice striped pants. Oh yes, a massive battle here. This is so awesome. And then I've got more forces just breaking from the sight. The large number of Confederates, they are terrified. And the Confederates are not even phased. They're like, whatever. This is not a big deal. There we go. Oh, he's going to charge over the fence now. Oh, look, they just run right through the fence. There we go. Oh, fire back, men. Fire back. More men pushing through. And a great melee is taking place here. My brave Union soldiers trying to hold back the Confederates. And let's see what I'm doing with the rest of my army here. I'm actually holding on this flank right here. He is pushing some troops here, but they are breaking. My men are doing great. Well done, men. Well done. But this is a big problem here. I cannot lose this flank because then he could flank around my troops over here who are now holding the line. This is a nice line battle here. There's nothing too special about this one. Just brave men standing in a single line fighting off the Confederates. Artillery rounds just flying all over the place. Oh, I think he got some friendly fire there. Here's the point of view from the Confederates. Oh, there we go. They're returning some volleys into my men. And the really cool thing about this is that the line battles take forever. Like, it's insane. Like, they don't get a ton of kills during, like, compared to Napoleon, they don't get a ton of kills when fighting in these line battles. But I think Jackie Fish is down to 2 units of his cav, dismounted cav. So let's see how long he can hold out. He still has some artillery over here, though. It looks like they've mostly been destroyed. Oh, he's doing canister shot. You see that? Right into the flank of these the Confederate soldiers. Oh, firing through the orchard over here. 1st Tennessee Archer Brigade. And this would be a really cool battle to do a life of a soldier in. Then you can do like a backstory. Oh my goodness. Woo, that is loud. That is intense. So it's a pretty intense battle there. Let's head back this way. I am holding, but I'm starting to, look at this. I'm starting to lose my positioning here. He is just pushing through with brute force, and he's penetrating my lines. I'm quickly trying to just form up, you know, run away, reform, run away, reform. Oh, I got a nice line of troops here right behind the fence, but they better get out of that position quick because here comes a horde of Confederates pushing through. So it's not looking too good for my army. They're having a tough time trying to contain these forces. And look at all of them. I'm down to like 1 unit over here. The 68th New York 1st Brigade trying to hold back like 10 units, 10 regiment of the Confederates here. And yeah, this is where I soon will fall back from this position because I'm getting outflanked here. And what Jackie Fish has done, this is actually Jackie Fish's soldiers over here. I told him that I needed some support over on this front, and he had a ton of reserves. So now he's pushing up his, oh, what is this? The 149th Pennsylvania Bucktails, 2nd Brigade, 3rd Division. So we got the 2nd Brigade now joining the fight. And look at this, they're forming this nice U tactic around us. They're surrounding us with a ton of troops. And I don't quite retreat, not quite yet. So we will get a nice zoom in here of the battle. Oh man, this is too much. Too much. I had a blast playing this. I was just like, there's a giant grin on my face when I was fighting this battle. So most of these troops here are from Illinois and Pennsylvania. So it's so cool. It's like, it really brings you into the battle. The fact that you can see what regiment they belong to just makes it feel that much more real. And And here we go. He's charging in some horse artillery for whatever reason. I have no idea why the AI does this, but he is charging in. My God, this is laggy. This is so laggy, guys. And oh, look at this. They are breaking through Jackie Fish's defense. So we must prepare the second layer of defense, which we are going to hold at this church over here. So Jackie Fish is already forming up his lines. He's got his artillery firing down, trying to shell the ranks of the Confederates. Oh, look at that. It's just so damn cinematic. It is beautiful. It brought a tear to my eye, especially this being, you know, American conflict. And I live in, if you didn't know, I live in Georgia. Oh my God, my man. You hear him screaming? I live in Georgia, and there was a lot of great Civil War events in Georgia. And there's a lot of great museums throughout Georgia. In battlefields, of course. I'm sure most of you guys know about Sherman's March from Atlanta to Savannah. Just destroyed Georgia. And here comes the Confederates. Look at this push. Look at all of the troops just slaughtering our men. And if you look at the balance of power, it's pretty much even still. So it's still very, very close. But we need to keep killing these troops. We really do. Let's see what's going on over in this this front, this open field here. Now, I am holding on this right flank here. I've got a couple of lines. Words are hard. A couple of lines holding back the Confederates. But I need to be careful, and I need to try not to spread out my forces too much, and I need to concentrate my men so I can hold back this great push. Because look at this. They're relentless. They are absolutely relentless. They just charge into melee, bringing the fight to a close personal battle. Bayonets piercing the chest of brothers. Americans killing Americans. It was a very sad, sad war. And you know, we're the only war, we're the only country that fought when abolishing slavery. All the other countries, when they were abolishing slavery, did not go into a war, but we unfortunately did. So some argue that we could have, you know, not have had this war. We could have, you know, avoided it. But it is a very tragic war. Whenever any civil war that you see is very tragic. Oh my God. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with my defense right here, but I really need to watch out because he is flanking past me, and that's causing my men to break. So there goes another unit of troops there. I still have like 4 lines over here. It looks like this unit returned from breaking. And let's get another bird's eye view of this battle. Confederates pushing forward. We do have Jackie Fish now reinforcing the lines over here because we cannot give up this position. And this is where I finally retreat my forces. So remember my lines were up here fighting off the Confederates. Well, we fell back into this tree line, and this is actually really cool. This is probably my favorite part of the battle because of how cinematic it looks. And, you know, we're using this great tree line as a little bit of a protection against these swarming Confederates, and they've got us surrounded. Look at this. They're attacking on this flank, they're attacking on the front, and they're attacking over here. And my men are a little bit out of position here, but still pretty cool. There we go. I do move them away because I am probably getting some friendly fire. Jackie Fish killing some of my own men because of me just being stupid. My general's under attack there. Good God, look at all the smoke. Hold them back, boys. Hold them back. For the Union. Here's a point of view of the Confederates. Oh, look, classic Confederates getting closer. Getting ready to fire. Nope, nope, they're going to keep marching. Got a unit over here. North Carolina. 5th. Oh my God, that is so loud. And what I'm going to do now is get my line infantry. I'm going to put them in position over here next to the line troops, or the regiments that are over here. The 51st Pennsylvania, 3rd Division. So we even have the 3rd Division now engaged in this fight. Oh my god, look how beautiful this is. That is so intense. So intense. Alright, here we go, guys. Here we go. We're holding them back. But for how long? They are swarming on our small defense in the tree line. And they haven't engaged over here just yet. Jackie Fish is actually still holding them back, which is pretty crazy. With these couple units of troops holding the fence. I really hope this isn't too loud now, but I mean, who cares, right? It's a battle. Oh geez, here we go. The Confederates are charging. They're gonna try to take this position with brute force. Let's go ahead and hide the mini-map. More of a cinematic view here. This is the point of view of the Union soldiers, seeing the Confederates charge forward. And then I've got my troops over here fighting in the front. And then, of course, we have troops who are protecting the flank over here. Was this another general just charging in? Oh, my goodness. Confederates are just crazy as hell. There we go. Oh, here we go, guys. They're getting closer and closer. Hold! Hold! I love it. I don't know why, but I love battles in tree lines. Yep, they're just going to charge in with brute force. It really makes the American Civil War come to life. So I'm quickly just setting up my lines, trying to get as many volleys off before he actually engaged. Here we go. Here comes the first charge. We got smoke. We got swords, bloody bayonets. We've got the great Dixie flag in the background. And of course, you've got the American flag. This is like the greatest moment in this battle right here. Because we are just getting swarmed on multiple fronts. Here he's charging in the front now. My men are just gonna hold, try to get off another volley. Here they come. Here they come. Oh, yes. Woo, baby. This is intense. This 82nd Illinois 1st Brigade, 3rd Division holding here. Meanwhile, we do have some forces back here firing and fighting off this line of troops from the Confederates. This is the 4th Georgia Brigade. And here's a bird's eye view of this situation right here. Look at, they're storming through. Our lines crumbled very quickly. And look at the amount of Confederates charging through this little patch of trees here. They're about to surround our poor troops, our Pennsylvania Bucktails. 2 units of them. We've got the 149th and the 150th. Trying to hold back, trying to buy time. The rest of the battle is over here in this open field. It's taking place in this open field is what I meant to say. Again, I'm really doing a good job on this flank. I don't see a lot of Confederate forces. I think I actually outnumber them over here, which is actually really key to this battle because we need to break through somewhere so we can try to flank around and like wrap around the enemy. So let's see how that situation turns out. Oh man, even like the bird's eye view of this fight is so great. Just seeing that smoke just come out of nowhere. Or, well, not out of nowhere, but from the tree. You know what I mean. You know what I mean, damn it. 56th Pennsylvania 2nd Brigade, 1st Division. Fighting their hearts out. Taking on a unit from North Carolina. A regiment from North Carolina. You can hear the artillery just fly by in the background. Here's a nice artillery unit firing kind of the flank of the Confederates over here. You can see they're pushing through. And this isn't good. This is not good right here. I mean, look at all of them. And this is their main concentration of force here. And it's really going to come down to right here. We've got a lot of line set up all over the fencing over here. If we look, just scattered everywhere in tactical positions in different layers and angles. Ooh, someone just died right there. Yeah, so the lag doesn't necessarily calm down at all throughout this fight. But hey, you know, you got to sacrifice something for such a huge scale battle. So yeah, I'm holding on pretty strong. The 17th Connecticut, 2nd Brigade, 1st Division. Making me proud right now. We got a regiment from Ohio. This is the 25th Regiment. And they are really thinning over here. So this is really good. But I need to break through. Because here's my plan. What I want to do is push through these troops, wrap around, and make a sandwich behind the huge amount of troops pushing through this way. My God, look at all of the Confederate forces. It's just a horde of rebels pushing through this forest. And it seems like they're just going to try to run past the defense over at the church here. We've got a lot of forces that are not really engaged. Mostly it's Jackie Fish's army. Oh, more bucktails over here. 143rd Pennsylvania bucktails. Oh, geez. Look at the chaos going on in this forest. This mod really... I said this before, but this really makes it come to life. It's insane. And again, he's pushing pretty hard. Got a lot of rebels pushing through here. And here we go. Here comes the great push. I do have my artillery focusing on this position. If you look over here, let's see. Where is my artillery? Oh, yes. Here it is, right on this slight ridge. Firing and trying to get as many kills as possible. Come on, boys. Ooh, the Iron Brigade. Very awesome. Come on, break them. You're the Iron Brigade. Look at those uniforms. Look at those uniforms. Oh, they're about to go into melee now. What a long battle, too. Oh, the drummers are continuing to play even though they're stuck in melee. There's more fronts over here. So at the time, because they needed, you know, young adults, men to fight in their wars, the drummers were actually mostly children, at least towards the end of the war. And of course, the soldiers wouldn't try to kill the drummer because, you know, it's a child. But of course, it's war, and there were a lot of child soldiers that died in the Civil War, which is pretty tragic. Pretty damn tragic. But we are making a very good push over here. Look at my layers of lines. This is so great. This is just so awesome. I love it. It's just, this mod is so wonderful. It captures the chaos of this time period so well. And because he's so clustered up over here, my artillery is really just wrecking their lives, and the line infantry are just slaughtering them. My brigades over here, the Iron Brigade. This is Jackie Fish's unit. Oh my God, point blank. And they're holding off a horde of troops. And we got a lot of breaking over here from the Confederates. Look at that chain route. A lot of them breaking from the Iron Brigade. They just can't break through them. And we got a nice battle up here, up on the hill. Again, they're pushing through the cornfield. The artillery using canister shot. But it's not going to be enough, and they are going to get them off their guard. Go into melee. And it's pretty chaotic at this point. Here's a nice bird's eye view of the situation. I'm constantly falling back my general. You know, making sure he doesn't get shot or killed, because that would really hurt the morale of my troops. Ooh, that's loud, man. There we go. You see the artillery firing back there? Look at that. Very nice. And if you look at their troops here, a lot of them are pretty low on morale, but they are going to try to do a charge here. Come on, fire down, fire, get a volley off, quick, before you get caught in melee. There we go. It's starting to get a little bit better with the lag. Seems a little bit smoother now. Oh, there they go, right through the fence. What kind of technology do they have where they can just run through fences? This is madness. Alright, so over at the church, Jackie Fish went ahead and sent over some soldiers to garrison the church to hold it. Well, this is actually a town hall. This isn't really a church, but you know what I mean. Now his numbers are thinning here a bit, so you might actually have to retreat a little bit. I think he's going to leave his men here, though, and just try to kill as many as possible. We do have the 80th New York 1st Brigade, 3rd Division, getting into position right behind the fence in the road. Let's see if they can hold here. Let's see. Come on, let's get a volley. Quick. They are charging in, if you can see them in the background. Oh, come on. Yes. Quick. Fire. Fire. Oh, they're not going to fire. Oh, that's too bad. They could have gotten a lot of kills there. But now they're stuck in melee. I like the random shots, you know, while in melee, someone just shoots their gun point blank. And this unit is now getting outflanked as well. And look at the amount of troops over here pushing on this flank. We only have a couple units of the 7th, what is this, Indiana Brigade, 1st Division. This is great. This is so awesome. I love it. Okay, I do have some troops breaking over here, but overall, I think I am winning on this front. I mean, look at all the breaking Confederates, and just the scope of this battle, the scale of this battle is ridiculous. Look at this. Look at all the troops, all the smoke and the artillery, dead soldiers everywhere. A nice shot there from the artillery, crashing down. We do have some forces falling back over here. The 143rd Pennsylvania Bucktails. And again, this is where most of their forces concentrating right now. We don't have a lot of resistance, though. We should probably try to fix that soon. Tennessee, what is this, Archer Brigade. Oh, artillery crashing down in their ranks. Here we go, hold men, here they come, here they come. Oh, they're looking the wrong way, what are you doing? No, turn around. Hey guys, I think you should, you know, turn around maybe. I think this is actually my unit right here. Turn around. Oh, why are they looking the wrong way? Alright, so the morale is pretty low for the Confederates. And I officially won over on this flank, so I'm now free to maneuver my troops, and I'm gonna form this nice flank around these the soldiers here of the Confederates. But they are desperately trying to fight back. Oh, did you see that artillery come down? Yes. Oh man, that's so cool. Look at all the smoke on the battlefield. Oh man, the smells. Just imagine being on this battlefield. It would be so insane. I'd just be like, yeah, no, thank you. Oh, here comes I think we're gonna do a counter charge here. Yes, charge into the Confederates. This is our time. We must push and end this battle once and for all. They are pushing towards the town hall, though. (26th) North Carolina Pettigrew Brigade. They're doing a nice little battle against the Iron Brigade. This is the 24th Michigan Iron Brigade. Oh, I hope you guys can hear me, like, at all. Like, it's just me, like, trying to talk and all you hear is like, bang, bang, bang. It's ridiculous. Whatever, I don't have anything important to say. I mean, this battle speaks for itself. Uh-oh, is this another charge from the rebel scum? Yeah, they're pushing through. Let's see if my men can hold here. The morale is, oh yes, they break instantly. The trumpet is loud. Yes, the Confederates, they just pushed themselves too hard, and their men are just getting slaughtered now. That is lovely. Some good shots there from the Iron Brigade. This is a nice little duel here. But we do have a flanking unit here. It's the 84th in New York, 14th Brooklyn Militia. I like those red pants. I like their style. They're actually going to flank around, use the nice white picket fencing over here to fire down at the flank. And that has caused some fear in this unit. Oh, look at the blood splatter. Alright, so let's get another bird's eye view of the situation. So it's coming to a close, this battle, and I am pushing pretty hard on this flank. I'm holding on over in the center position here. I think this is actually mostly Jackie Fish's army, but my artillery back here is continuing to shell the enemy. That's awesome. Good shooting there, Tex. I have more artillery over this way. See, what is the Confederate? What do they exactly have? What are they left with? Looks like they're down to about 10 lines, maybe less. There's just not much they can do against our artillery and the sheer numbers of our forces. And they did break this unit over here. And now we're free to flank around this way and attack them on this front. So now it's really looking bad for the rebels. They're pushing forward. The lag is getting a lot better because there's a lot less troops. A lot of great soldiers died here today. Oh man, that's great. That looks so cool. Alright, so my push over here is extremely successful. My 1st Brigade over here. And I am just crushing their lines. There we go. They finally break from the fight. And now they're down to the center position here. And if you look at the balance of power, it's way in our favor. And this is what's left of our army. We still have a good, healthy number of troops, but we lost a lot of great numbers in this fight. There we go, firing from the orchard over here. Nice view of this right here. Cool. Go on, get a volley there, boys. You're the Iron Brigade. Alright, I'm not gonna wait for that. You do what you do. You do you. I mean, it's still, like, they can still make a decent push. It seems like they are grouping up here But that's probably bad. You see that artillery? That's probably, yeah, oh. That artillery, oh my goodness. Ripping through their ranks. Oh yeah. Jamming out. Doing a nice battle with the 88th Pennsylvania 2nd Brigade, 2nd Division. So cinematic. I could just sit here. I don't even need to talk. I can sit back, watch this battle, enjoy it. And this replay is just as good as it was playing it live. It was pretty intense at one point. You know, we thought we were going to lose because it was so intense. Like, the Confederates were so good at breaking our lines. But, you know, once they slowed down and they started to do a little bit of a gunfight with us, it's when we really just started to crush them. Iron Brigade ready to fire. Artillery is just shelling them to death. Oh, jeez. Sorry, guys. That was loud. But yeah, there's really nothing tactical I can say here. There's a nice charge, though. It's time to end this. There we go. That should break them pretty quickly. Yeah, their morale is pretty much shattered. And that's everyone on the battlefield. We do have a general over here. Oh, they're actually attacking the Iron Brigade from behind. Someone fighting with the flag? It's amazing. Oh, is he running? I think so. Yeah, he's running. Okay, guys, so that's going to be it for the battle. I'm going to go ahead and just fast forward because what we do is we just chase down the artillery. So tell me what you think about this battle. Would you like to see day 2 of Gettysburg and day 3 after that? Let me know because this was so much fun. Even though it was just fighting the AI, maybe later we can switch sides and we can fight as the Confederates and try to, you know, change history. But yeah, this was a ton of fun. And even though it was a little laggy at the beginning and throughout most of the video, hopefully you guys still enjoyed this one as much as I enjoyed it. And I highly recommend that if you have Napoleon Total War, you download this mod, give it a try. It is pretty intense, but maybe you can just lower your graphics or whatever. I mean, even I probably should lower my graphics too, just to try to smooth it out a little bit. But yeah, there we go. Here's the end results. So Jackie Fish was controlling Major General John F. Reynolds here. He's got almost 5,000 kills. His army was about 6,364 strong. I was commanding Major General Oliver O. Howard, and I had about 3,500. And I just got under 2,000, so I didn't do that great in this battle. But, you know, I held the line, and it was enough to win the fight. And then here are the two enemy generals. They got a ton of kills too, getting 3,623, and he got, let's see, General Early got 1,963. Here's the unit stats so you can check it out. Thank you guys so much for joining me in today's battle, the first day of Gettysburg. Now remember, there's 2 more days. That's how bloody this battle was. And hopefully this gives you a good vibe on what the American Civil War was like. And we'll end it here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.